All right, guys. So, box one after trade in value came to 302.39. So, got another box. We'll go to crack it open and see if we can keep going. Remember, they have 11 boxes. I want to see how far we can get, and maybe if we can get open them all. That would be really cool, but no promises. We are playing with a very small margin of profit on this, based on the cards' values in the set. So, they were nice enough to work out a nice deal with me. Unfortunately, if I'm going to continue doing this, it's going to be tough to make those margins, but maybe we'll get lucky. We'll get through 11 boxes. The first box game we did, we ended up getting through 7. Shooting for 11 might be a pipe dream, but hey, I'm willing to give it a shot. So, and I know how much you guys just like listening to my beautiful voice as I talk, so. Manager. Okay. Starting off with the mythic. Nothing too crazy. Feels good to be opening packs again. I was trying to keep myself calm and waiting for the collector boxes to come out for New Capenna, but then I was like, you know what? All these boxes in here and all this credit, let's use some of it. Let's see what we can get. Another ignoble hierarch, and of course another squirrel token, which I don't hate on too much. I love my squirrels. Ignoble hierarch going for about $5.50, maybe $6, I believe. So not too crazy, but it's a nice little chunk of change. I think I've been playing too much Elder Scroll, because every time I look at the black card art in this set, I just start thinking about scenes from Elder Ring. I need to stop playing it. I waste too much time playing it. Let's see what we got going on. The first box was pretty good. We got a couple of nice things. We hit every single fetch land, which is great. Foil Scully Tarn helps out with that cost quite a bit. Endure and obviously Solitude, super helpful. Okay. Oh, Chancellors, Profane Tutor, Foil Snare, always pretty to see. Oh. Mental Journey. Oh, man, I'll initiate. It's funny because I keep just like relating to these in like weird abstract thoughts. Like, step through. Full Metal Alchemist, every time I see the gates, I think of that. It's just kind of random, the right corner. Another Underworld, old border, that's beautiful. I love that old border. I just love how it looks. It's absolutely fantastic. Timeless Dragon, Goblin Archmancer. Timeless Dragon. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Very clean line work. Got a little detail on scaling too, which is really cool. It's funny, like the artwork doesn't match like the actual power of the card. Sometimes it does, but most of the time it doesn't. Because every artist has got their own little version of everything. Shining. Jeez. Full Art Thrasta. Pretty. Alright, that's pretty cool. I'm just picturing the scene from Jurassic Park when they finally get a look at the T-Rex and the storm's going off in the background. And just like always, if you see anything you're interested in, please message me and let me know. I'd be more than happy to work out a deal with you to get it to you. The local shop I'm working with is going to hold all these cards for about a week, so they'll let me know if they're still available for you. Soul Talisman. Wait. Was this the one I thought it was? No. I don't think I'm lost Tantalite. No, it's Soul Talisman. No, it's Cold Token. It's been a while since I've just done like a draft box. Just spend 2 for 1. It's funny because I used to work in kitchens for a long time, and so I see kitchen imp, and I think kitchen bitch, and it's what they call somebody who's like on an apprenticeship, and they're like the bottom of the bottom. They just do every single menial grunt work that you could possibly imagine. And I mean, I was there for a while, so just flashbacks to that. Madness Zero. Okay. There's just so much like anatomically wrong with this monoscallion or whatever it is. Like it's cool that it's impaling it, but like the movement of this thing is just so probably crazy and unnerving. General Ferris reminds me of Napoleon. You know, he's a lot smaller than all the guys around him, so he's probably got like a Napoleon complex. Like I said, my brain works in mysterious ways. When I see something that's very strange and different from what everybody else experiences. God, just love that artwork on this. Any of you have played Monster Hunter World? When it first came out, this is like the most annoying creature to fight. Well, and Diablo, but the Current was really annoying. Drew Tucker, this Brainstone is just really cool. The artwork is really pretty. Not super clean, like as in detailed, like in like the Guardian Kieran, like where we see a lot of cool line work, but just like the way he blends the colors, the way he uses his colors to really define the shape of the object is really cool. It's probably how I'm gonna feel at the end of this. My brain's gonna be lost. Oh, another Cabal Coffers. All right. Priest of Fell Rights. Sweet. Grab token. I love this card, Abundant Harvest. I use it in a lot of my EDH decks, just because of its ability to land or non-land. So I love it. Ornithopter, I have mixed feelings with it because it is a mana dark. It's a 0/2 with flying. I mean, I like it. This is one of any color for 2. So it goes in a lot of my 3 or 4 color decks, and not so much 5 color because with 5 color I'm probably going to be more fixing my mana for something like Joda's ability. So, God, I love this. The light white there around the body, it's so pretty. Braid. Seriously, this reminds me too much of one of my exes. Comes up tomorrow, the Chrome Courier. All right. And a beast. Never have too many beasts. Feels like you never have too many squirrels. Gotta love the beasts. And we will be doing a Capenna Collector's Box game. I'm doing it a little differently this time. I've actually pre-ordered 4 boxes. And so what's going to happen is I'm going to collect all 4 boxes. But I'm only going to open up a box if I hit my value to trade in back into the shop to get another box. If I don't, then I'll end up just probably keeping the boxes or giving them away a different way or selling them. Just so I can keep my amount of trips that I take to my shop down, because I must have ran the last video, the last time we did a set of videos like this, I must have ran to the shop probably like 19 times. It was really kind of funny because, I mean, like, just exaggeration. I probably went there 10. But one time I went, the person who takes the cards in wasn't there, so I had to wait a little bit. So I left and came back. And, you know, I was only able to do like 3 videos at a time a day because I had to, you know, I have other things going on. So it's kind of hard for me to get to those other things. Another grief. That's good. Grief is a nice little chunk. Well, this set was pretty nice. God, it just wasn't as OP as so Prismatic Ending actually goes for like $2 or $3. So we'll probably trade that in. Praise Apprentice. Because I don't need any Prismatic Endings. I've got tons of them. But the original Moderhorizon boxes were so awesome. So juicy. God. I can't imagine. Honestly, I opened so many of those boxes. I ended up going to the Seattle release of Moderhorizons, the first set. And it was a blast. It was so much fun. And just so many boxes. I think at the end of the event, like the whole weekend, I think I was up to about 11 or 12 boxes. Dude. I definitely didn't want to open them. I kept like 3 of them not opened, and then I turned around and sold them like 2 years later, or a year and a half later. So a nice little profit on that. It was a lot of fun. If you can go to the conventions and stuff, you know, let me know. I'd love to see you, talk to some of the people. Like, tell me what you think, what I should do differently. Very nice. And Thought Monitor. I will be helping the local shop that I work with get their website up and going. So that way people can get online and order these cards through them and stuff. But that's going to take some time. And because of some personal issues with the person who manages the card area, you know, he's got to take care of it first, and then we can get working on that. So when it's up and going, I'll let you know, and I'll also post the link in the description down below for anybody who wants to go to that site when it is up and going. But it's just getting them set up that's going to be the little time consuming. But as we're coming into the summer, I should be able to find some fun time to get it done. Press down. Invictable Betrayal, Retro Border. I think it's really worth it, but it is a pretty card. I mean, I don't know if you can see it. Hopefully the camera is focused enough, but there's a lot of cool line art going on and around the blue edge here. So pretty. Winkle. I'm not too familiar with Brands' work. I have seen it before. I'm not too familiar with it. There's only like 5 or 6 artists that I actually like follow a lot, but he might be one to keep looking into because that is pretty clean work. A buddy of mine built a deck around this guy. He's obviously not the commander because he can't be, but the value he got from creating treasures, especially with the new set that's come out and the ability to make treasures, the manufacturer was super annoying. He was producing so many clued food tokens on top of the treasure tokens he was getting. Sterling Grove. And Dothy Voidwalker, okay. Sterling Grove. I'm a heavy enchantment player. I love enchantments, mostly because they're really hard to deal with, and because they have really cool stack abilities. So every time like I see a card being reprinted that's a heavy enchantment support, I'm always a big fan of. I'm trying not to be too biased about it. Also, I mean, it's also by Sutton Cannon, who's one of my favorite artists. So if you know 7 Cannon, shoot him this. Ooh, that's percentile. I love this art. The fast percentile. It's so cool. The rough shading in there just to kind of define what kind of light is going to be hitting it. Beautiful. If you happen to know 7 Cannon, man, shoot him on this video. I'd love to hear him. I'd love to meet the guy. I've gotten a few pieces from him over the years. And I've watched all his films. Big 7 Cannon fan. Big 7 Cannon fan. I think this card is worth like $1 or something. I can't remember right now. Glimpse of Tomorrow and a squirrel. Glimpse of Tomorrow. I mean, in Cody, it's okay. That's really the only way I can see really playing it is when it's in Cody. Other than that, it's not super. Abundant Harvest. Yeah, that's funny. Car Depot. Road. Oh, Chain Nightmare Adept. Darth the Lion. Art Brown Prototype. Okay. Sometimes. I will say this set for the most part did really good with their artwork. They definitely didn't like saturate their imagery. So it's all very nice and pleasing to look at. If you saw any of the last videos, I said over and over again, less is more. There are some times where it does work, but other times like you really don't need much. Like Terminal Agony, it's pretty clean. Not a lot going around in the background. We got a little bit of structure behind it, but not much. And it tells you a cool story when you look at it. You know, Lucid Dream, same thing. Not a whole bunch going on. Really puts your eye line to the girls right here, especially right above her head as we're seeing the color of the fish. So like they did a great work with drawing your attention in this direction. Again, everything is a lot simpler when you don't add too much detail. You just really let it stand on its own. Assist. Again, Artifact Enchantment. Enchantment Love. Gotta love that assist. Really fun. Ooh, Foil Guardian Kieran. That's pretty. Alright, that's pretty cool. We got new favorite shiny so far. Oh, it's pretty beautiful. Ooh, getting low on the packs. I'm not feeling too comfortable about this one. This one might be the end of this. It might have been a short-lived run. God, those are creepy, the Patchwork Gnomes. Ugh. Sanctifier of Invec. Oh, that card. Oh, it's pretty fun in the limited format, especially when people are running a lot of blacks targeting, so it worked out pretty well. It's cool. It did work for me in the sealed events. That's how I look when people come after my food. Stare down. Seal of Cleansing. Obsidian Charm. Dose of Drifter. And a Thopter. So we're down to our last 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last 9? Oh my gosh. I'm getting a little nervous. Seen a few pieces. We might be able to eke out another box, but Violent Tumor just reminds me too much of Emperor Palpatine. Shardless Agent. Love this card. Hey, we got a Misty. There we go. That'll help pay a little bit. Misty Rainforest always helps. Any of the fish lines helps just a bit. Right now their prices are pretty low, but you know, that's to be expected when there's been a massive reprint like this. Hopefully they fluctuate a little bit better here in a little bit, but you never know. Junk Winder. Yeah, see, like this is one of those ones. This is one of those few cards where there's just too much going on around it that you really lose the shape of the worm kind of coming up here, or the serpent. So I almost missed the squirrel on its back. And then like I'm not really understanding what's going on behind here because there's just so much in it. But, you know, that's my own personal preference. Sarah's Emissary. Fun card. Like I said, with that new Halo fountain that came out in New Capenna, I feel like this card is going to be a little bit more powerful than people realize, especially when you're trying to meet that 15 creature untapped win condition. Timeless Witness. I do like that it has the Eternalize, but I just don't think it's stronger than Ewit. Urza Saga. Oh, here's a nice little chunk. Urza Saga. I remember a bunch of my friends were predicting that it was going to get banned, and now it's still around. It's super annoying to play against. And that's coming from a guy who obsessed over enchantments, but I just look at it and I'm so confused by it. Not by its ability, it's just the fact that it's an enchantment land, but I can't target it. I mean, it is a land. I mean, I guess I don't know what my real problem is with it. I just don't. I don't know. I just don't like it that much. It's a cool card, but it's not really my thing. Spin, beautiful card. Jizzer's Charger. Alright. Foil Pegasus Nightmare thing. That reminds me of Legends of Tomorrow. There's this episode where they run into a unicorn and the guy's like distracted by it, then it turns to be like an undead unicorn that just bites his nipple off. It was pretty funny. Oh, why do I think that's so funny? It's just like, it's like picturing Cabin in the Woods. Like there's a scene where you see a unicorn, and you're like, oh, a pretty unicorn, and then it ends up stabbing a guard to death. You're like, holy God. All right, well, that's how this game's going to play out. Jesus. You definitely look at the unicorn a little differently after that. I mean, I sure as hell did. Gargadon, United Erectus. Oh God, that's pretty. I kind of want to see one of these as a foil, just to see the coloring in here and how it's foiled out, because it looks really pretty. Wonder. Oh, cool. Necroglyph. Get wrecked. 3 packs left. Not looking good for me. It might be close. I don't know. Let's hope we are. Karmic Guide. Always a cool artwork. Just beautiful artwork. I wish the lining on the egg was a little darker down here so that you can see it a little more detailed, but beautiful artwork. Damn, Leroy, damn. I just love the overload on that. It's so fun to do on people. Damn, Leroy, damn. Oh, we got like a little damage there. Oh no. Whatever, it's been sitting in a weird spot in the back of the storage, so I can't imagine they're all in perfect condition. They're probably taking a beating. Bone Shredder. Moderation. Underworld Hermit. Treasure. Last pack, come on. Big money. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. And let's see what we got. Nothing too crazy. Liquid Torch, always a fun card. I just made a mess. I'm getting a little too excited. I just like swatted my stack of cards here. And Archon of Cruelty. And I don't think there was anything else behind it. Archon of Cruelty. Well, that was our cards. Let's see what we got here. Damn. There's a Saga, Misty. Ooh, Vesper Sentinel, Sterling Grove, Dothry Voidwalker, Solitude, we get a couple bucks for. Oof, Call Coffers. Carry the Noble Hierarch for $5 or $6, but not looking too promising, but we'll see. If we get enough, we'll get another box. All right, guys, next time.